Hello, hello, welcome back. Today I'll be watching the Expanse Season 2, Episode 10. And I just ordered a t-shirt of the Rocinante and I'm so excited. I feel like I've wanted to do that for the longest time, just getting some, what is it called, apparel or merchandise from something that I really love, but I never really got to it, and then I procrastinated and I was like, yeah, it's too far in my journey of the show to make it worth it and all of that. But I was like, let's just do it. And then I was hesitant on which one, because you have Earthers and Belters and Martians and all of that, and I got the suggestion to get one of the ship and I was like, this is actually amazing and it's on its way. I do think it's not going to be in time before I finish this season, but yeah, for season 3 I'm rocking my first actual Expanse t-shirt, and in general I feel like t-shirt that has anything to do with a movie or a show that I'm watching, because I don't think I've done that before. I actually really like it, so I'm excited. Yay! Anyway, let's get into it. If you like reactions like these, make sure to like and subscribe. Full reactions as always, and edited reactions you can find on Patreon, everything 2 weeks ahead. So if you want to watch episode 11 and 12 already with me, you can find some early access on Patreon. Alright, let's go!
Shouldn't have left her alone.
She didn't want us there.
We got her husband killed.
Those cops were gonna kill them both.
It was the right move. And I keep telling myself that.
If we do what we came here to do, I'll figure out a way to live with it.
Okay. The problem is that they don't have much time, right?
How many people have you killed? I'm not sure. You're not sure?
Well, I'm not a homicidal maniac. Olden and Naomi, they're not like me. They're better. I'll watch your back, but they'll find your little girl.
You did share info with him though, so...
She's not dead.
And Strickland's not dead or missing, which is good. They could both still be here. Where was Strickland when he took May?
Ganymede, Pediatric Care Clinic 7.
Let's see if anyone who worked there is still around. There's a few. They're all in Abdome 9.
This way.
Oh man, my heart is beating out of my chest. Oh.
This is where I used to work. It was beautiful.
It was, right, from what we've seen. Crazy to know that it's all built under a dome.
The MMC trains their people to believe they're invincible and that failure is an unacceptable option. Well, Sergeant Draper failed, and then she snapped because she couldn't deal with it.
So you think she's lying?
I think she's crazy.
That is also a solution. I didn't even consider that.
Well, she has zero credibility. There's no point talking to her again.
Point is, something was bothering her and she was ordered to suppress it. Mars is using peace as a distraction.
Peace as a distraction. God, I wish I could disagree with you right now.
I didn't expect that from him, but nice.
How is Sergeant Draper?
In her quarters, resting.
And in no frame of mind to answer any more questions, I assume.
I'm afraid not.
The traumatized mind is a dark place. But rest assured, we're here and happy to help any way we can. We have Earth's best doctors at our disposal.
Medical team at our embassy is more than able. And if it's absolutely necessary, we can arrange for further testimony after the sergeant is fully recovered. But right now, we need to finalize the terms of our accord.
Who was the officer who spirited Sergeant Draper away?
A friend of Sergeant Draper's family here to offer moral support.
He didn't seem like the supportive type.
That's nicely said.
Your ships are still heading towards ours at Ganymede. So unless your intention is to have us shooting at each other again, let's do what we came here to do.
Damn, can you imagine?
You really fucked up in there, Gunny.
I know, but I know I saw something.
Oh, yes. A man standing on the surface of Ganymede without a vac suit. You absolutely sure about that?
So you think I'm crazy?
I think we asked too much of you too soon.
He actually doesn't believe her? Or he needs to act that way?
Truth and fact are not the same thing. Now, I know this may be too much for you to grab a hold of right now, but you believe what you saw is true because you need it to be true, to explain how your team was killed.
So what happens now?
Now you go home, back to Mars. You've earned it.
And then what?
Then we do what's best for you and for the Corps.
Damn, that's not what she wants.
I'd like to see the ocean before I leave, if that's possible.
Sorry, you're under restrictions now.
What, you mean I'm a prisoner?
No, I mean you're a Martian. It takes weeks, sometimes months, to acclimate to these open spaces. You saw what happened when we stepped off the ship. The transporter's coming to get you. You'll be shipping out day after tomorrow.
There's no way that it's impossible to just show her the ocean, right? In a transport.
Open the shades.
Like, I really see what they're trying to fight for, what they're working towards. Oh my god, she's trying to escape. Like, they don't shade much. They make it don't see through, but shade. Oh, she's gonna get in trouble.
Our analysts confirmed that Sergeant Draper's power armor was subjected to massive concussive and incendiary forces, and the suit's internal data logs, as far as they go, are consistent with the MCRN's account of the battle.
The Martians wouldn't have given us the armor if it were otherwise.
Exactly. That's smart.
Well, we did find traces of various plant material, but again, that's consistent with the account. She was found in the wreckage of the egg dome.
I'm not talking about soybeans. I mean exotic biologicals. Anything that shouldn't be on Ganymede.
Soybeans.
We did a pretty thorough analysis.
I don't want pretty thorough. I want you to go over every goddamn molecule on that armor and tell me if there's anything you've missed. Do you understand me?
Right away, sir.
You might not know how important it is, right?
Lucky for me, I wasn't anywhere near the clinic when the mirrors came down. I have no idea where Dr. Strickland is.
Have you seen any patients with any kind of bluish modeling or unusual heavy skin growths? Growths might have been glowing.
From what?
I think she would have noticed.
Radiation exposure, possibly.
I haven't seen anything like that. What is it?
Something we heard about. It's probably just a story.
Then do me a favor and don't spread it around. People don't need anything more to worry about.
I get that.
We've got things moving in the right direction now. We're gonna rebuild this place.
Oh, that's very optimistic right after it happened, but...
This yellowing indicates a nitrogen imbalance. We have phage-resistant bacteria in the hydroponic lines to prevent that, which means that something got in and killed the good bacteria, which means the hydroponics have been contaminated.
Is that a hard fix?
Under normal circumstances, no.
I have no clue what he's talking about, but he needs to fix something.
Perhaps? Yes, it's me.
Coward! Goddamn coward! Our children are out there somewhere, and you just leave. You just...
Wasn't he unconscious?
You done? It's got nothing to do with you.
He's helping me find May. I came back to look for her.
It's not like he ran, right?
If May's still with him, then maybe Kento is too. We gotta go.
You know where Strickland is?
I don't know. Roma will know. We gotta show this whole thing to Roma. We gotta go right now.
Hold on. Who's Roma?
He's helping me. He's helping all of us.
I feel like Roma likes to
He doesn't take script, only barter.
get stuff but not give stuff.
Canned chicken, that works the best. Canned chicken.
He works for food?
Is it a dog?
You give him canned chicken, he gives you a video from the security monitor. You give him more chicken, he gives you more video. He said that he could find Kento.
What is going on?
Yeah, it sounds like a scam.
He's got a place at the AWP corridor. Room 2K. Please, I can take you there. I
I'll
can
stay. Let's just stay. Rest.
And if my kid was missing and you told me to rest, I would punch you in the face. Okay, I'll just sleep now. Like...
A friend at the Martian embassy managed to get me Sergeant Draper's service record.
Anything interesting?
Not at all. She's an exemplary soldier who does what she's told to. What's wrong with you?
I think she did see something on Ganymede. Something we're not supposed to know about.
And what's fueling these thoughts?
I believe that Ganymede was a test of a new weapon that Jules Pierre Mao is developing for Mars, based on technology he unleashed on Eros.
Look at this guy.
You've been in contact with him?
No, but I was aware of his weapons research, because I was working with him.
Why did it change?
You've known for a while.
Ever since you had Frank de Graaf killed.
I know it makes no difference, but I had no hand in that, Christian.
But you covered it up. You protected Jules.
You need to understand that this started out as a conversation about peace, about the discovery of this incredible proto-molecule on Phoebe.
Why didn't he share in the first place?
This was a way to guarantee the safety of the Earth.
At a terrible price.
You're the one who taught me that Earth must come first.
And Eros. 100,000 souls. Did I teach you that?
If I had known what was going to happen on Eros, I would have stopped the project and Jules Pierre Mao along with it, and you know that!
Eros nearly destroyed this planet. You will have to answer for your part in that.
And I will. But what we need to do right now is keep the system from burning down.
Is he like struck by guilt?
If Ganymede really was a test, then this is just the beginning.
Or now he's getting scared because Jules Pierre Mao was gonna find another patron and he's gonna turn him against him. And that's the moment where he's like, oh, I don't want that. Damn, this girl really wants to see the ocean. Oh my god, like I'm feeling like just from looking at this. Well, we wouldn't do this and you're not used to gravity, so what are we doing? People who live near the ocean hate those things. Oh my. That looked really painful. At one point I thought her neck was oh.
Bosch's son, Katoa, and May have the same genetic disorder. They met under Dr. Strickland's care. Been best friends ever since. Katoa means everything to him.
These plants have been stripped bare.
That nurse said that a dozen freighters packed with food left the station after the battle to honor contracts.
Damn.
These plants have no nutritional value. They're air scrubbers that supplement the station's system.
Crushed dreams.
Roma's place should be somewhere around here.
Looks like no one's got a place around here.
Oh, that's so dark. The idea that they left with the food.
What you want, Pampa?
You Roma?
Ooh, Roma.
There's some people in the station we need to find. Heard Roma's the man to talk to.
In that case,
he is Roma. What? He has so much food?
cute kid, Kopeng.
We need to find her and the man with her, and we need to find him quickly.
A lot of jobs ahead of you. A lot of work for other people. You got chicken? That's what I like. Gonna take a lot.
You guarantee results?
No.
That doesn't give us much faith in your work.
He looks like a maniac.
You seem to be doing quite well for yourself. I mean, you got enough here to feed half the station.
Put that back.
I'm gonna take your chicken if you don't give me a video.
She could die if he doesn't find her.
This business.
We got rations, protein bars, ammunition. We're happy to barter.
What I want is chicken. No chicken, back of the line.
Oh, Amos! No! Stop! Amos! Stop it!
He can't fight me if you bash his head in!
That was a lot.
Are you gonna help us?
Absolutely. I find little girl. Pro bono.
Like a real businessman. Wow, I was expecting like a good stomp in the nuts. Not almost killing him. Like What I found interesting is how I assumed from up above that she couldn't speak because of they wanted to keep the info and all of that. But I feel like when he was talking to Martins, that it really was that he just didn't believe her. Which I don't know if he truly believes that or he's trying to make her believe that. But I was like, okay, I get that the higher-ups want to muffle the truth. But with him, I was like, you really don't believe her?
Excuse me, do you know the fastest way to the ocean?
For 50, I do.
Rough times. Do you know the direction? Money, please.
My source inside the Martian embassy just informed me that there's a lot of activity around Sergeant Draper's quarters because she's no longer in them.
Oh my god, I was like, what if they don't figure that out and they just are like, yeah, we sent her back because she was ill. But they know that she left.
Why would she run?
I'm not sure, but I've learned not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Gift horse.
You have to find her as quickly as possible.
I'm on it. I can access our full surveillance network. We'll find her face.
And as quietly as possible. The Martians will, of course, be trying to find her as well.
Yeah.
But there is a severe disadvantage on the streets of our planet.
That's true.
Make sure they're stopped frequently by the local authorities and checked for proper identification.
Oh my god, just stole them. That's funny in a sense.
Are we information sharing with Aaron right now?
I'll tell him later.
Why haven't you turned him in?
At this moment, he's more useful to me outside of a jail cell.
You're the only person that knows the truth about him. The only person anyone might actually believe, and that puts you in a precarious position.
Something changed with Aaron, right?
I wouldn't have told her if it was just to get to her. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe when he saw Eris hurtling towards Earth with no way to stop it, and realized what he'd put into motion, and only miraculously avoided, that it was time to make amends.
He doesn't believe it.
I'd forgotten how it felt to be fighting for the good guys again. I like it. It's nice.
Excuse me, could you please tell me how to get to the ocean?
Of all the people, she picks this one. The one who's bent over and looks really occupied and lost himself.
Don't take it personally. The clinic stopped giving Peter his meds 2 months ago. Makes him forget his manners and his reality sometimes. But I can tell you how to get to the ocean.
I don't have any script.
You're Martian, aren't you? Well, I've seen a few of you over the years, being how close we are to the UN. But that's not what tipped you. It's the way you're walking.
Yeah.
Like the sky might fall in on you, like the ground's gonna bite you. If you're Martian, you'll have Osteo-X. Give me what you can spare and I'll tell you how to get to the ocean.
You're a drug dealer.
I know what Osteo-X is for.
Then why do you want it?
What is it for?
I can trade that and get a month's supply of meds for the kids who've been exposed to radiation from the drive plant. And I can probably get a month's supply of the new chloroquine. It'll save some of us from dying in the summer when we're forced to drink sewer water.
Jesus, is that true?
Damn.
So you're a doctor?
Put myself on the vocational training list when I was 17 years old. I'm 52 now. Still waiting for my slot.
Oh.
But we still gotta take care of ourselves down here, so we do.
He's very pragmatic.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Everything we've been told about Martians is probably garbage anyway. That you're all a bunch of robots with no souls who just like to conquer shit. Oh, and I hear your music ain't nothing to write home about neither.
Well, that part might be true, yeah.
Go back the way you came until you see a drainage tunnel on your right.
Got it.
What's your name?
Bobby.
Nico.
Do I write down Nico's name or not? It's always a question with this show.
Feet planted, in line with your shoulders. Back straight. Head down, staring at your toes. Raise your chin, slowly, millimeter at a time, until your eyes are locked on the horizon. In a couple of weeks, your brain will forge the pathways, your inner ear will get the memo, and you'll be no different than an Earther.
I wonder if she's like, yeah, but no, I actually want to go back. Or if she's actually planning to stay. Oh, what? Oh.
I would have stopped him before it went too far.
Every shitty thing we do makes the next one that much easier.
I feel like his line of morality is moving. That's why she was a bit disgusted when he like held her, because he's not like protecting her, but that he wasn't helping to stop Emos.
He's a bully. And where I come from, bullies take desperate young girls like your daughter and force them into prostitution. And when they finally get knocked up, they peddle them to Johns who get off on that. After they have the kid, they push them right back out on the streets even before they have a chance to heal. And those kids, they use them too.
Oh my god.
Some people deserve to be punished.
When I learned the clinic had been destroyed, and when I had to accept that May was dead, there's a part of me that I felt almost relieved. She was sick her whole life, and I couldn't fix her.
Oh.
I'm better with plants. I couldn't help her the way a father's supposed to.
Are you asking me to tell you that's okay?
I know it's not.
I think it's a feeling that I've heard people say who lost someone who was super ill for a long time. That relief is something. And I'm not surprised because I've heard it multiple times already. So is it okay? I feel like it's not a matter of if it's okay or not. It's horrible that he feels like he's not enough to help his daughter.
Did you notice the Ipomea batatas on the green wall?
I'm sure that I did not.
Pitchfork-shaped leaves on the vine. Same yellowing as before. They're using distilled water in the hydroponics supply instead of the proper mineral solution needed for long-term stability.
The water sucks.
We'll only be able to get away with it for another week, maybe two, and after that, the air, the scrubbing plants, what's left of them, will die off.
Oh god, so it's a ticking time bomb.
In real nature, there's enough diversity to cushion an ecosystem when something catastrophic happens. Nothing that we build, our ships or stations, has that depth. Now, in an artificial ecosystem, when one thing goes wrong, there's only a certain amount of pathways that can compensate for it. Eventually, those pathways get overstressed and then they fail, which leaves fewer pathways, and then they'll get overstressed.
Yeah, everyone's gonna die, right?
Ganymede is a simple, complex system. Because it's simple, it's prone to cascades, and because it's complex, you can't predict what's gonna break down next or how.
Yeah, but Ganymede is the most important food station out here. They're not gonna let it just collapse.
The station's dead already. They just don't know it yet.
Yikes. He basically knows about the whole motor of the system and that the motor is actually running out. Is he bored? Bored and lonely, but not thirsty. No. Oh. He's gonna play basketball with Ken. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, dude, you have skills. Ready to apply for the circus or the Olympics.
A no-fly zone is now in effect around Ganymede Station until further notice. Any unauthorized ships entering or leaving the zone.
Yeah.
Ah.
Huh?
I find the little girl and the man. They be moving way away from the battle and where the mirrors fall. Those part of the station still be okay. If they dare, maybe they still be okay too.
That's as far as you can go.
Swear, that's oldest part of the station. No camera after that. But if you want to find her, that's where you gotta go.
What's down there?
How do I know?
Man, can you imagine what that guy feels right now? He's not gonna jump in the ocean, right? That this is not a matter of getting used to Earth or going back to Mars, but that this is the end? No, no. She cannot swim, can she? She's very pretty, damn. Oh, I can't imagine being a Martian and living to that moment. This is what they want. Then Earth, us, just appreciate it so little.
Is it everything you thought it would be? I can't remember the last time I went down to the water.
You take it for granted.
Yeah.
You're right about that. Your people are on their way, so we have to be quick.
Quick about what?
We never finished our conversation.
Didn't feel like a conversation to me.
The thing you saw on Ganymede, it was real. This is what attacked you and your team, isn't it?
Oh, what? How'd you get that?
A new type of weapon. It was being tested on Ganymede.
Tested?
By your own government.
Fuck you, ma'am. So you're telling me that me and my team, we were sacrificial lambs?
And your friend Travis.
I don't believe it.
So, yeah, okay. So they all knew.
This has to be a mind game. You are the enemy.
We cannot afford to be enemies anymore.
We need to go now.
This is crazy, right? Because I feel like up until now, we were unsure what it was and assuming it was maybe extraterrestrial. And now it's like, wow, this is actually the work from Mao and Mars is in on it. Which is scary. It really makes you think, right? So, do you reckon they all knew? Do you think Martins knew too? I'm trying to remember every scene that we saw where she got interrogated first and they were telling that Earth attacked. I don't get though why at first they were saying like you need to tell that Earth attacked first. If then they were gonna twist it and take the blame. Maybe it's at the moment that they realized that they wanted to keep something more hidden or something. And they were like, it's the easiest way to just shut up about it. Yeah, I thought that he'd seen it, right? To her interrogation with the white knobs. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. It's so cool to see that wave of like things are happening. Nobody knows what's going on. People are starting to figure out what's going on. And then what are people going to do about it? And I feel like we're in between those two phases right now. But I'm also scared about Ganymede and the air supply gonna run out and the plants are gonna die and everything is gonna die. And it really seems like it's just a ticking time bomb. That even if it would put in the water, like would it change? Is it savable? Probably in a way, but maybe not a way that is gonna happen. Although you would think that if Mars wants to use it as a test zone for their weapon, they're gonna try to keep the station alive, right? Or is it that they really don't know that it's that worse and that they needed someone like Prex to actually figure that out first? I wish my shirt would arrive already. I want to wear it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. As always, you can find early access to the next 2 episodes on Patreon, edited, but also full watch-along style. I wish you a lovely rest of your day and see you next one. Bye-bye!